Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, I discuss tips, tutorials on everything concerning web designing and blogging. Today, we're going to be looking at how to protect your website from hackers. And if you're really interested to know how to make your website to be hack-proof, then you should stay and watch this video till the end. Don't go anywhere. So guys, before we go ahead, I would like to talk a little bit of what hacking is and how these hackers operate. Simply put, hacking is simply the introduction of a virus or malicious software into a website. And the way that these hackers operate is through programming some code, giving it certain conditions that if those conditions are met, a code can break into a website and introduce a virus. So hackers are basically some unethical programmers. They put together some of this code and then send it out to thousands of websites. And any website that meets their criteria can be hacked into. So hackers are not really people who target just one website. Yes, it can happen, but most times these people, they target thousands of websites at once with just some code they put together. And you may be asking yourself, what exactly do they need from these websites? What exactly do they want? Why do they hack into people's website? Well, for starters, they can steal confidential information from a website, extract users' email addresses, credit card information. They can even spam your website, fill it with spam keywords. And worse still, they can redirect the traffic that comes to your website to another spammy website entirely. What this means for you is that when a visitor clicks on your website, he gets redirected to another spammy website, which can turn out to be a very bad experience, not only for you, but especially for your visitor's site. And the worst aspect of it is that most times when your website is hacked, you may not even know you already have a malware or a virus on your website. So the first thing you should do, if you are watching this video and you don't know if your website has already been hacked, you can watch one of the videos I made showing you how to check if your website has been hacked. But for today, I will be discussing with you what to do to prevent your website from being hacked. So the first tip I have for you is that you should use strong and unpredictable username and passwords for both your website and your hosting accounts. Avoid using usernames like admin and passwords as simple as 1234. When you're creating a password for your website or web hosting account, you should use a combination of lowercase, uppercase, numbers, and symbols. That way it will be really difficult for anyone to guess your password or hack into it. Also, avoid using usernames like admin. Most times, hackers target usernames with admin a lot. The second tip I have for you is to make sure you have SSL certificates installed on your website. Even though Google has made it mandatory that every website owner must have an SSL certificate installed on their website, I still see some websites not yet applying this security measure. What an SSL certificate does for you is that it encrypts the information that your visitors enter into your website. These ways, even hackers cannot read a visitor's credit card information, email addresses, or any personal information that a visitor enters into your website. And how do you know if a website you are visiting has an SSL certificate installed? You will know it by seeing the padlock icon beside the web address bar of the person's website. And these days, if an SSL certificate is missing on your website, Google labels that website insecure. Close to the address bar where you are supposed to see the padlock icon, you may see Google label that website as not secure. And such a website will definitely scare away visitors from coming to you. So I definitely advise every website owner to get an SSL certificate. These days, you can easily get a domain validated SSL certificate for less than $15. And even more, a lot of web hosting providers provide free SSL certificates alongside their web hosting plans. So maybe before you get a web host probably check if they offer a free SSL certificate alongside with their web hosting plan. Otherwise, it's not a big deal. Just get an SSL certificate. It's just less than $15. However, having an SSL certificate installed on your website will not stop hackers from breaking into your website. What an SSL certificate does, as I mentioned before, is to encrypt the information that your visitors enter into your website, or encrypt the information that passes through your website. That doesn't stop hackers from hacking into your website. What you really need to protect your website from being hacked into is Firewall Security. And if you're using WordPress, it's very easy to get a plugin that offers this Firewall Security for your website. One of the plugins I use on my WordPress website is WordFence. It has both free and a premium version. The free version is good enough and it's something that you can definitely start with. And as your business or your website grows, you can definitely upgrade to the premium version. Each time I create a WordPress website, one of the essential plugins I usually install on the website are security plugins, and WordFence is one of them. WordFence gives you Firewall Security and it blocks out any unauthorized login attempts on your website. So each time you create a new website, or you have already an existing website and you have no security plugin installed on your website, please do so now. If you search the WordPress directory, you'll probably find a number of plugins offering this Firewall Security. WordFence, I know, is not the only one, but it's the one I use and it works pretty well for me. And this plugin not only blocks out these unauthorized login attempts on your website, but it also reports to you the IP addresses and the country that those login attempts were coming from. So on your dashboard, you can see the countries and IP addresses that attempted to log into your website without your authorization. I mean, I've created a website that was just like a week old and I was already getting reports of some unauthorized login attempts. That shows you that these hackers, they don't care if your website is a day old or if it has been there for a long time. So get the plugin if you're using a WordPress website. And if you are not, maybe you have a website built on other content management platforms or coded from scratch. In that case, you can engage third-party security services like Sucuri and SiteLock. These services also provide firewall security for your website, and they will monitor your website every single day and report to you any security challenge they find out on your website. The last tip I have for you is to make sure you keep your website up to date. If your website is built on WordPress, then that is pretty much very easy to do, because with WordPress, maintaining a website is easy. All you need to do is to hit on update on any plugin or any theme that has an update, and with just one click you can update your themes, you can update your plugins, and you can even upgrade WordPress itself. But if you're using other content management systems, then always try to update whatever needs to be updated there. This is because hackers usually take advantage of outdated plugins, outdated themes to hack into a website. And then the bonus tip I have for you is to make sure you back up your website. Fortunately, if you're using WordPress, there's an easy way to do this. You can easily install a plugin to your WordPress website and configure how often you want the plugin to back up your website. You could do it daily, you could do it weekly or monthly. A plugin I use for this on my WordPress website is Updraft Plus. It's free to use and it backs up your website content on your Google Drive. The essence of this is that if for any reason you lose your website to hackers, you can easily still have a backup of your website somewhere, and that will make it easy for you to restore your website if at all it goes down. which is very much unlikely if you follow the security tips I shared for you in this video. So guys, this is it. These are my tips on how to protect your website from hackers. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like it, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so that each time I upload fresh content, you'll be among the first to know about it. Once again, this is Gloria Chimeze, and thanks for watching.